Yo, what is up, guys? It is James here today, and we're just going to be doing a quick little video about really just me going for Damascus. I'm sure most of you have noticed that I have Damascus Camo, and I think just last video I was using it on some of my classes in Warzone, so some of you may have noticed that I finally got Damascus. It is an absolute grind, man. It is one of the hardest things I've done in a game. I'm not much of a completionist or grinder usually in a game, but really fell in love with Modern Warfare as a whole and just felt like I should go for it, you know. I think I completed platinum SMGs at one point, and yeah, I just was like, you know what, I might as well go for it. Got nothing else to do with quarantine, so I really just decided one day that I'm gonna go for Damascus. So pardon the MP5 gameplay here. I know I'm trying to get my KD back up, even though shipment's probably not the best place for it, but I've just been using trash guns for a while now, so I'm sick of using the worst guns possible. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun going for Damascus. At times it was like extremely stressful and I was like losing my mind, but definitely was worth it. The camo is super cool. It definitely catches people's eyes too, and they're like, oh, this guy's got Damascus, bro, he's a freak. So yeah, it was a lot of fun going for it. But for this video, really I wanted to just take a second and maybe help some people that haven't quite gotten Damascus yet. I think that there's some things that I would have done differently as I was going for Damascus. Now that I look back on it, I really think that there's some things that can help it make it go much faster. I know I'm like super late to the whole Damascus thing, but I know there's some people out there that are still wanting to get it and are actively trying to get it. So I hope this can just these couple tips can just help people, because I know for sure if I had done these things to begin with, then I would have had a much better time going for Damascus. So let's just start it right off. Tip number one is play hardcore. I know that a lot of people aren't really fans of hardcore. You know, you die quick, there's no radar on, you can actually kill your teammates or your teammates can kill you, but it is just super essential to going for Damascus. As far as the hip fire kills and, you know, long shots, maybe not on shipment, but on other maps on hardcore, long shots are so much easier. It takes one to 2 to 3 bullets to kill someone from far away with ARs, and then probably maybe a couple more bullets with SMGs. But man, it just makes things infinitely easier. You can do your crouch kills super easy. You can get your crouch and mounted kills as well as hip fire kills all at the same time. I guess not with mounting, but you get what I'm saying. When you're crouching and hip firing on hardcore, especially on maps like shipment, man, you can just blow through like 3 to 4 people at once. I'm not playing hardcore in this gameplay, but hardcore is definitely one of the most important things, because I would always find myself having to go back and play hardcore later on, and it would just not be fun. I would just be sitting in the back of the map going for long shots. But if I had been playing hardcore from the start, I'm sure a lot of those long shots would have been already completed as far as that goes. So playing hardcore is super important. I think that everyone that's trying to go for Damascus should just commit to playing hardcore. I know maybe some of your buddies might not want to play with you, but if you got to solo grind a little bit, it speeds up the process so much, man. Second tip, start doing the launchers early. I made the mistake of going I pretty much went for everything in order. SMGs, ARs, LMGs, marksman rifles, snipers, obviously those are one group, pistols, and then launchers, and then I did the riot shield and the knife somewhere in there in the middle. But as far as the launchers go, man, they are a grind. So if you're starting Damascus and you're early on in in the grind for it and you're working on like SMGs or ARs or LMGs, put those launchers as your secondary and start shooting stuff out of the air, start RPGing people or rocketing people when they're on objectives. It just makes things so much easier. I had to just play for days and just go for just rocket launcher stuff, and if I had previously been doing launchers from the start, I would have been so much further and it would have taken so much less time. So as far as going for the launcher camos goes, start using those launchers. When you're playing hardcore, it makes getting the kills for the launcher so much easier. People die easier from the explosions, so definitely work on launchers early on. Another thing, start using the riot shield early. You could, if you're not going for launchers, or like if you have most of the launchers done and you want to take a break from shooting stuff down, toss a riot shield on your back for overkill. Have it on your back, having it as your secondary, getting comfortable with using it and pushing people with it will definitely be a great thing. Alongside of that, playing Shipment 24/7 and Shoot House 24/7 if those playlists are available. I know Season 4 is coming out, so they probably won't be, but if they are available at the time, 100% be playing those and be playing hardcore on them with the riot shield and the knife and all that. So put the riot shield on your back if you're not rocking the launcher, and that can definitely help just get some crowd control with it, get familiar with it, and you'll have that primary weapon if you're getting destroyed and you want to get some kills up. But yeah, that's tip 3, start using the riot shield early as well as the launchers. Tip 4, use one primary at a time. I did this from the start, but I just noticed some people maybe try to go for the grind a little differently, and they'll be like switching around from different weapon to different weapon, and I just feel like it just makes things a little harder on yourself, you know? There's a lot of challenges with these weapons. It's one of the hardest grinds for a mastery camo in a long time. Use one primary weapon at a time, go down the list, complete them. It'll just make your life so much easier. You won't have to think about, oh, where am I with this weapon? Where am I with that weapon? As far as, this is where I'm at. This is what I need to do. Tip number 5 is something that it seems like it's pretty self-explanatory, but I know some people might not really be thinking about it. But when you're going for these challenges, have in mind what you need to do with each game and make it your mission to do that in the game. So if, say, you're rocking the MP5, for example, and you know you need crouch kills and hipfire kills, go into that game with the mindset of, I am going to crouch in every interaction that I get in. I'm going to hipfire every chance I get. Go into those matches with a point to get those challenges done, instead of going in and just playing normally, you know? Same thing with like mounted kills. Just mount on everything. Mount on every single thing that you can possibly mount on. It's pretty much what you got to do, because other than that, you'll just be going in kind of blind and not really having a sort of a mission for each game. Will leave you not getting as many challenges done as you could. So definitely think to yourself before you go into the game, check your camos, check where you're at, say, this is what I need to do, and just do it. Just go all in. Tip number 6 is use your double XP and double weapon XP tokens. I was lucky with a lot of the pistols I did as double XP, so I whipped right through them. But if double XP isn't happening at the moment, make sure you use those double XP and double weapon XP tokens that you get from the battle pass. Maybe I'll show a clip from when I'm in the lobby and just circle where they are so you can see them. But once you click that button, it'll bring up all the double XP and double weapon XP tokens that you have, and just make sure to use them, but use them smart, because they start in the lobby. So some of them are like 15 minutes, some of them are 30 minutes. I don't know about 45, but I know there's some hour ones too. So if you're going to use them smart. So say you're going for LMG you're having trouble with, you just can't get it leveled up. Pop one of those double XP tokens, play the 24/7 playlist that's out, and just absolutely grind it out. Get it level maxed, put your good attachments on it, but make sure to utilize those, because I know a lot of people forget about them. They're kind of the forgotten thing of the battle pass, so definitely look to use those when you can. And the final tip number 7, is to not stress. I know, I wish I would have told myself this a couple times. Going for the riot shield, man, I was absolutely losing my mind. I wish I had some clips recorded of me just going crazy. But definitely just don't stress about it. It's supposed to be fun. It may not be fun at times, but have some fun with it. Play with friends. Relax, and just know that you will get it done. If you play and keep working on it and use some of these tips, then you absolutely will get it done. Along with that, take breaks. I know that you'll be wanting to grind for hours to try to get Damascus, but take a break every now and then. Walk away. I know sometimes with certain LMGs that were frustrating, I was just losing my mind and not having fun, but I would take a break, maybe for like 30 minutes to an hour, go get something to eat, get some water, walk around, and then come back and, you know, just play some more and have a better time, because you took a little bit of a mental reset. So definitely look to take breaks and not stress about it too much. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. Sum it all up: play hardcore, start doing your launchers early on, start doing your riot shield early on, use one primary at a time, don't skip around, go into games with a mission on what you're going to do that game, use your double XP and double weapon XPs, and don't stress. And if you do all those things, I'm sure you'll have Damascus in no time. If you're going for the quarantine Damascus grind, I wish you luck. Let me know in the comments if you have Damascus, or if this video's helped you out with getting Damascus. Damascus is a lot of fun, man, and I just think everybody should go for it, because, you know, why not? Especially if you don't got anything going on. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you learned something, drop a like, subscribe, and thank you guys for checking out the video. Appreciate it. Bye.